Pretty cutie, what's up? My name is Jeannette, also known as Misfit Vegan, and I am that fruity cutie that wants you to eat fruit and be cute, okay? And basically, today I'm going to show you how I travel as a raw vegan. And of course, some people they say you don't have to eat, you can fast. Yeah, you can do that, but I don't do that. When I travel, I eat the same exact way that I eat on a daily basis. So I'm going to show you what I'm going to be eating tomorrow. Now, if you want to feel your best during traveling, you really need to hydrate extra hard. I don't know if hard's the word, but you need to overhydrate for the 3 days before you travel. So what I like to do is I like to drink lots more water. Okay, lots more water. I don't know if I speak properly. I know I don't speak properly, but this is really out of control. But I drink more water than usual. So lately I've been drinking this kind of water because I know this is insane. I recently read a study that said that, water in the United States, that's spring water, only legally has to be 50% water, like spring water. So the other 50% can be tap water. So great. Okay, we're fucked. So no more Mountain Valley for me personally. I'm just going to buy water from other countries because I don't fucking trust the United States. I never did. And why did I even trust them with the water? So we're doing that. So I'm drinking it at least 2 of these a day, at least. And I'm having green juice. This is just celery juice, honestly. And this is another juice as well. Now, let me just tell you about the juice situation. On the way to the flight tomorrow, I always bring a green juice. But I learned my lesson. So I always bring a water bottle with me wherever I go. Here's my water bottle. If you have a water bottle like me and it is insulated, so it keeps things cold or hot, don't make juice and then put it in here. Because what happens is, this is warm right now because I made a lot of juice, right? So this is warm. If you put this in here, it will stay warm all night. Yeah, I fucked up multiple juices until I realized what was the problem. So you put it in glass, you put it in the fridge, and then tomorrow, once it's very, very cold, then you put it in here right before you go, and then I will drink this whole thing before I get on the flight. All right. Now, obviously, we all know they don't allow water on the plane, which is absolutely insane because if you have a baby, if you just gave birth, you're allowed to bring the baby's the breast milk on the plane. In dire circumstances, you absolutely can bring liquids on the plane. I have before. I have shown them notes from doctors, and they do allow you to bring liquid on the plane, but it's a whole thing. It's a whole scene. And I'm going with my best friend to LA, and she doesn't want me to make a scene. So I am not going to bring my water on the plane. But by the way, you can freeze your water and bring it on the plane. I have done that, and I might do that actually. Actually, that's what I'm going to do. Because I have 2 plastic bottles. I'm going to freeze this guy, and I'm going to bring it on the plane. They let you bring frozen water. I don't know why you guys don't know that. But I'm going to do that. The problem is that it never really defrosts because it's so cold in the airplane that it never defrosts. And I end up always buying water at the airport. So that's that. I usually have to buy Evian or something I don't really want. But that's the liquid, okay? Now for the food. Okay, as you can see, I'm struggling here with peeling my cucumber. I don't know why. But for the food, I'm going to eat the exact same way that I always eat. So for breakfast, I'm going to have watermelon. For lunch, I'm going to have grapes. And for dinner, I'm probably going to have more grapes, figs, and something savory. Now, the problem is that I bought 6 boxes of figs today. 3 boxes were supposed to be for today and 3 for tomorrow. And you already know what happened to those figs. I ate 6 boxes of figs. Yeah. Well, I gave some to Awa because we went to the beach together. But yeah, I ate all the figs. So now I don't have figs for tomorrow. I know. But I do have I have some type of melon. So I'll cut that up because for dinner I usually eat a little bit of fruit before my savory meal. And I personally am going to keep it very, very, very simple for tomorrow. And I usually keep it very simple in general. So tomorrow's dinner is just going to be some cut up veggies. Now, this has taken me 15 years to get to the point where I enjoy this. I actually enjoy eating cucumbers. I enjoy eating tomatoes, especially heirloom tomatoes. Okay, so I'm preparing my savory meal, and it's going to look like this. It's going to be in a container like this. Okay, sorry, let me back you up. And I'm going to have the cucumbers here. All right, so we have that whenever I want something savory. Okay, so that's going to be dinner time. Now, before that, okay, I also have this guy as well. All right, so I'll be bringing that. Now, for lunch, we have the grapes, and they are all washed, of course, and they are delicious. And here's something that I learned over the years. Try your food, because there's been some times where I've been preparing food at midnight. I didn't try it. They weren't good. But first of all, you don't do that, right? You already know when you buy grapes in the store, you try them before you buy them, right? Don't fuck this up. It's not hard to eat raw, but if you fuck it up, it can be very frustrating. So please listen to me. Okay? So this is like my only skill. This is the only thing I know how to do. So I recommend you just pay attention, boo. Ooh, that rhymes. All right, so now let's get back to this, and then I do have to cut up the watermelon, and we'll cut that up together. I do have more grapes as well I have to do something with, and I have this melon. I think it's an orange honeydew. All right, so these cucumbers, I'm personally going to eat 2 tonight, and I'll cut up 4 for the plane ride. It's only a 5-hour plane ride. Okay, this is what we're going to talk about today. Yes, it's only a 5-hour plane ride from Miami to California, to LA. I'm going to LA for the Summit of Greatness. I go every single year since 2017. And I have seen Eric Thomas there, David Goggins. I've met Jay Shetty, Mel Robbins. Oh my God, so many amazing people. Jen Sinclair. Oh, is that her name? Jen Sincero. Who the fuck is Jen Sinclair, Sherry? Oh my God. I can't do it. Vanessa Van Edwards, I've met, Brendan Burchard. I met him about 8 years ago, and I'm going to see him again. He's speaking this year, and I'm really excited. If you don't know who that is, he's amazing. I've seen so many people. Wyclef did the party one year, and just amazing speakers. Eric Thomas, I don't know if I said him, but he was my favorite by far. Goggins, second favorite. But as far as the speaker goes, nobody beats Eric Thomas. Nobody. There is one guy, though. As you can tell, I'm really into self-development and, motivation and just improving, working on myself, learning, power of the mind. Andrew Huberman will be there this year. The only person that can rival Eric Thomas as a speaker, well, Les Brown, of course, who I did see there as well. And, I didn't see him there. He canceled, and Eric Thomas took his place. But the only person that I've seen speak was Billy Alsbrooks. If you don't know who that is, please check him out. Whoa, he is talented. Let's just say that. Okay, he is absolutely incredible. So what we're going to do is we just going to make sure for the 3 days before we fly, we're going to be nice and hydrated. And again, so drink at least 32 ounces of green juice and at least 64 ounces of water. Now, we have to try each cucumber because sometimes they're not good. And you don't want to waste space in your carry-on, in your bag, if something's not good. These are all good. So good. Now, yes, some people think that I eat enough for a family of 4. Those people eat processed foods and dead animal body parts. Every single one of those people, let me get closer to the mic. Every single person that has ever said, "Whoa, you eat a lot," or "Whoa, that's all for you," they eat dead animal body parts and processed foods. And this is exactly what I was talking about in my reel today. I made a reel. I don't know. I filmed so much. I don't know if I posted it yet. But I look at the world as if the world is strange. Okay? I know people think I'm strange, But I look at the world, to me, this is not strange. You know what's strange to me? Eating dead animal body parts. Eating foods that cause you to be overweight and obese and in pain. You know, all your pain is from your food. You know that, right? I had serious back pain. And I paid a chiropractor so much money. I used to go to her in New York when I was like 18 or 19, and she fucking never helped me, and I paid so much money. It was the fucking food. It was the inflammatory poison that I was eating, the Taco Bell and the KFC. I would pay a chiropractor $300 for a session, and then I would go get a KFC meal for $5 because it was cheap. What in the actual fuck was I thinking? I didn't know. It wasn't that I was not thinking. I didn't know. Nobody knows. Nobody knows it's the food. I had knee pain. It was the food. I have a bone on my knee. I'm going to motherfucking show you this bone. Fuck it. Okay, here we go. Can you see? I have an extra bone. Oh, mosquito bite. Okay. I have an extra bone on my knee. There's really no need to show you this, but I'm showing it to you anyway. You see that right there? Okay. That bone is not supposed to be there. It's not on the other knee. You see? It's not there. It's not there, boo. So I just want you to know that, and there's my watermelon that I'm going to cut up. I just want you to know the bone that hurt so bad when I was a teenager, I could barely walk. They said I had to have surgery. That bone is still there, and it's really prominent. It's really prominent. Look how big it is. Well, guess what? Guess what, boo? It don't hurt. And there's my watermelon tattoo. Okay. The bone is still there. It doesn't hurt. You know why? Because I was eating inflammatory foods, and now I'm eating anti-inflammatory foods. Anyway, I just tell you that. I just show you my fucked up knee, my 40-year-old fucked up knee, to explain to you that it's the food. And the surgery was going to cost like $50,000. I was saving up because I didn't have health insurance. And then I went raw. And then the pain went away forever. It's never hurt again until recently I had some salt at my retreat. Okay, because everybody was, my chef, she put salt in every fucking thing. Shout out to you, boo. Okay, and guess what? Not in everything, but in a lot of things, you know, coconut aminos and things like that. My knee started hurting because salt is an inflammatory food. Wait, inflammatory? Yeah. It inflames your fucking joints. So this is all anti-inflammatory, all right? So you just want to be careful what you eat, because if you think that you're just going to eat shit and you're not going to pay, you're going to pay, boo. You're going to motherfucking pay. And then people on the plane look at me weird. Of course they look at me strange. Of course. But I look at them strange. See, that's what you got to start doing, boo. You got to start, and you know what? This is great because everything, there's no like, it's not like too liquidy. You can eat all this with your hands. So for this, I'm going to have this tonight. Because you don't really want to cut this up and put this in here, because the reality is that this could break, this could fall, the plane could have turbulence, something crazy could happen, and you don't want liquids everywhere. Like, the watermelon is going to be enough, you know what I mean? We're going to have that first, and then everything else is good to go. You don't have too much, like, liquidy stuff going on, because then something always leaks, or something could happen, or there could be a hole in here, there could be a problem with the lid could be half off, half on. Speaking of which, I gotta get the lid. But anyway, I've traveled so much. 15 years raw. I've done traveling as a raw vegan for 15 years. So trust me, this works the best. Now, you can definitely make a salad too. And if you make your salad, so I got these at the Dollar Tree, by the way. If you make your salad, please just make sure you mix your dressing in the salad. That's what I usually do. I do make a salad. On the way home, I'll probably make a salad and a dressing. Mix the dressing in, because if you put it on the side, they will fucking confiscate it like your motherfucking Osama bin Laden. All right? I hope that wasn't racist. Because Osama didn't fucking do nothing, right? All right, we're not going to go there, though. We're not going to go there. But September 11th is coming up. So, now, and it's just a good reminder that to not trust the United States, because we know what the fuck they did there. Telling us these people did stuff, and meanwhile, they didn't. We're not going to go there. But 9/11 was an inside job, just like your health. okay? Just like your self-love and your self-esteem. It's an inside job, boo. Stop getting your validation from strangers on the internet. Stop getting your validation from the fucking Hinge and the fucking, what is it called? Tinder. Stop getting your validation from other people, all right? And stop expecting people to think you're normal, because you're not fucking normal. You are not fucking normal, all right? So just do me a fucking favor and stop expecting people. And I don't actually care if you leave a comment. If you leave a negative comment on my videos, you're wasting your time, because I don't actually care about your opinion, because your opinion means nothing to me. I don't know you. The only opinion of anyone that could leave a comment is somebody like Martha or Liz or Sed or Salima or Nicole or Brianna or Valerie, and I'm naming all the fruity cuties in my community who I know and respect and who are doing the motherfucking work. And you watch, they'll never leave a negative comment because they're doing the work. The people that are leaving, I don't know why we're talking about haters, but we talking about haters. The people that are leaving negative comments, they have no life. They're not working on themselves. They're not a conscious being. And they're absolutely wasting their one and only guaranteed time here on this earth. Successful people that are working on themselves, they don't leave negative comments. I've never left a hate comment on anyone's channel ever. Even if I hated them, even if I wanted to, I just unsubscribed. I shut off the video and I did something else with my time. The only people that leave negative comments are sad individuals. And I feel bad for them wasting their life. And I don't care what anybody thinks of me. I don't care if you think I'm crazy because I don't take B12. Boo, you're wasting your time trying to convince me otherwise. You're wasting. God put you on this earth for a reason, and you're going to squander it in the comments section? Go make some videos. You're so passionate about your B12. Go make some videos about it. No, you don't have the balls to do that. Anybody that comments a nasty comment, just know I immediately lose respect for you. Because only people that are cowards leave negative comments, nasty comments. Successful people, they do things. They don't criticize. They don't criticize other people. They do things to make the world a better place. You're passionate about B12? You have a story to tell? Write a book. Start your YouTube channel. Start a podcast. Do something with your life. Don't waste your life in the comment section, boo. All right? Now, last thing, I just want to get back to expecting people to not look at you weird. Because, I was in the store today eating this, and I'll be on the plane eating my crazy watermelon and my cucumbers and my fucking tomatoes. You know what I mean? Going wild, eating these weird things. And everybody else around me eating Biscoff and coffee and alcohol. And, oh, the last time I was on the plane going to Michigan, somebody was eating popcorn, and it smelled so freaking good. It smelled amazing. But then I just took out my jackfruit. And it smelled better. I took out my yellow watermelon with passion fruit, and it smelled better. Okay? So don't act like your food doesn't smell delicious too. It just doesn't smell like your childhood. That popcorn, it reminded me of my sister, me and my sister eating popcorn, and that felt really good. So I remembered her. I put on one of her favorite songs, Selena, Dreaming of You. Had a little bit of a tear in my eye, and that's all. It just reminded me of my sister. That's all. I love this machine so much. Yeah, we have this too, but this one is so good because the seeds are condensed. I love this little thing. I don't know. I've been using this since my retreat. So shout out to Nicole for being the chef at my retreat and helping me so much with that. I don't have another retreat scheduled, but I am going to be hosting the Woodstock Fruit Festival 2026. We have 9 rooms left, by the way. If you'd like, I will leave the link below. And if you'd like to get ready for the Woodstock Fruit Festival with me, meaning lose that weight, heal, feel amazing, come to the festival and show me what an amazing transformation you have done over this year, right? Because you have a full year, a whole entire year until the festival. Then I would urge you to take my course. I have 2 different courses. One is going to be one-on-one starting October 1st. And the other one is a pre-recorded course. It's my 30-day weight loss hypnosis course. So of course, the hypnosis course is a lot cheaper because one-on-one time with me for 6 full weeks is gonna cost you, boo. We already have 6 people that signed up. So we have 4 spots left now. If you'd like, I will send you the information. Just send me an email. I'll leave all the links below so you could check it out. And I'm so excited because I'm going to have my new website up so you can see the details much easier. So that'll be up very soon. I'm working hard. I'm making my dinner tonight. It's going to be, these cucumbers, tomatoes, greens, probably some romaine in there. And then I'm going to make a quick dressing. The dressing is going to be super simple. It's going to be lime, maple syrup, mustard, and this guy. That's such a simple dressing that I've been loving. So that's it. When the world looks at you like you're weird, look at them like they're weird, because that's what I do. People on the plane look at me like I'm weird. And you know what? I look at them like they're weird. You're eating poison. You're eating shit. You're eating shit. And I'm just being honest. The last time I was on the plane, I got into a conversation with a woman. Her son has really bad acne. He's going to try raw. He's going to follow me on YouTube, so I hope he's watching. Shout out to you, Fruity Cutie. This is the flight home from Michigan. Or it was from, actually, Detroit. Yeah. And she was learning. She was asking me about the fruit festival that I went to. She was asking me about being raw and stuff. And you know what? Maybe she's listening right now, and I appreciate you so much. So everywhere I go, I inspire people, not by really doing anything, but just by eating. But just by eating fruit, being cute. That's all. And if you are watching Fruity Cutie that I met you on the plane, let me know how your son is doing. Let me know how his acne is. Did he give up the dairy? Because that's what it is. I told her I had acne too. Severe cystic acne. And there's no photos because if you took a photo of me, I deleted it immediately or I punched you in the fucking face. Like there was no photos allowed of me without makeup on. No. So anyway, when people say, oh, that's too much food, you're eating too much. Well, you're eating dead animal body parts, so I don't take you seriously. Why would you take somebody seriously that isn't doing what you want to do? That's why the haters in the comments, I can't take you seriously because you miserable, you lonely. I mean, we're all lonely, but you miserable and you just pathetic. And you don't take yourself seriously because if you did, you wouldn't be wasting time in my comment section. You would just unsubscribe. Instead, you're wasting your life. Oh, and don't get me started on these people that make hate videos on me. What a waste of life that is. Instead of living their passion, instead of doing something with their life, going back to school or starting a business, they're making hate videos with their life just for clicks and views and some money on YouTube. Dude, money isn't everything, okay? Oh my God. Dude, get a life. Get a life. I can't take you seriously. You don't take yourself seriously. Why would I take you seriously? Why would you take a hater seriously? They don't take themselves seriously, boo. And then people have been making fun of me for years. Years and years and years and years. So, I'm like immune to that shit. I'm immune to that shit. And then when people see me in public and you know, even my friends, like Awa, she always calls me a cow. She says I look like a cow when I'm eating the greens right out of the thing. Dude, I'd rather be a cow than a murderer, than supporting animal cruelty. I'd rather be a cow than paying people to murder, rape, torture, abuse animals. I'd rather be a cow and look crazy. Sorry, hold on. I don't have water right now, so I'm just pouring. I got some bottled water. I'm just pouring some water on my tomatoes. I don't have any water in my apartment. I know. It's been a few days. I am so happy to get away from this apartment just for a few days in LA. And I wish I could stay longer. But maybe next time. So, oh yeah. So when people look at me strange, I just want to hone this point in. Just bring this home. I want you to look at them strange. Okay? Yeah, okay. You're strange for eating fruit and vegetables? Well, I think it's strange to be eating dead animal body parts, processed foods, and paying companies to poison you. So you can look at me strange all you want, boo-boo. It's not going to affect me one bit because I know the truth. And the truth is that I'm the only one on that motherfucking plane eating my species-specific food. You think Biscoffs are part of our species-specific food? Give me a fucking break. So I got too much self-respect to take these people seriously. And I don't care about making a scene. I mean, I try not to make a scene, but trust me, I have made many a scenes. There was one time when I had half a jackfruit on a plane, and it was like wrapped up in like, saran wrap. And I picked that, you can't bring a knife on a plane, but guess what? You can bring a bamboo knife on a plane. So I had a bamboo knife, I think, or I just used my hands to like take it apart. And lucky for me, I really only did that because there was nobody sitting next to me. The seat in the middle was empty. If there was somebody sitting next to me, I probably couldn't have done it. It was just, it would be a little too close. But yeah, when I take out my jackfruit, when I take out my passion fruit, my watermelon with passion fruit, the whole plane knows. The whole plane knows I'm eating. And I love it because it smells delicious. You're welcome. Some people are farting on the plane. I'm making it smell better, all right, just by existing. So one more thing you need to know about flying as a raw vegan. Please, please, please do yourself a favor. Do not go through the scanner. Do not go through the radiation scanner, okay? There's enough radiation in the plane. You don't need to add more, okay? So what you're going to do is you're going to go past security. And once you get to where they, make you take your shoes off, but I heard we're not taking our shoes off anymore. So what you're going to do is you are going to ask them if you can opt out. And I would love to film, but they make you put your phone, through the radiation thing. So I always ask them if I can opt out. All right. It takes sometimes it takes 5 minutes. Sometimes it takes 20 minutes. All right. Sometimes it takes an hour. I've had people make me wait an hour in JFK. All right. So you can't be late for your flight if you're going to opt out. Also, for all the food that I'm bringing, all right, because it's a lot, right? I'm bringing a lot. Now, this is my dinner tonight. But we also have to, real quick, I need to cut the watermelon. So hold on one second. We are going to actually just put this here. I have to do my dishes in a very strange way. So we're not going to do that on camera. But I make the best of it. Everything, I'm just blessed. Everything is amazing. And even though I don't have water, it's just like, okay, well, I'm out of here anyway. I'm going to be gone for 7 days. So I'll deal with that when I come back. I tried to get a plumber today. It didn't work out. But my building does not help me at all. This building is useless. And I can't wait to leave. I can't wait to move. If anybody has a place in Miami that I can rent, oh my God, I'd be so grateful. If one of my fruity cuties had a condo or something that I could rent, email me, boo. Please email me. I'll be so, so, so grateful because I've had some really bad luck this year with apartments and landlords and losing. I lost so much money because now I have to move again. Mold and all these things. So what is this video about? Wow, this video is 28 minutes long. I am so sorry. We're going to end it. I'm just going to cut open my watermelon. And I wish we were live so that if you had any questions, you could ask me your questions. Ooh. Now, for the watermelon part, okay, personally, really love when I see a dark watermelon with a very, very bright yellow spot like the sun. All right, that really makes me happy. And I'm just going to, I don't want to waste any more of the water, so I'm just going to go like that. Usually I would wash it, but the water is off. I'm just so grateful that I eat this way because it's so much easier. Yes, I have to clean the juicer, but at least I don't have to scrub pots and pans with oil and dead animal body parts and shit. You know what I mean? The fat and the grease. My God, the dishes that I used to do. It's so much easier to eat raw than it is to eat cooked. I promise you, boo. But you just need to learn how to do it. And that's why I exist. Go to someone that is doing what you want to do and learn from them. Whether it's me or not, learn from the people that are doing what you want to do. I've been doing this for 15 years. After I discovered how to do it, that's when it became easy, and that's when I started getting all the results. So This watermelon looks good. I'm going to cut it the way that vegetable police taught me, because I want it to look nice on the plane, because that's the thing. That's another thing. Like, I want to inspire the world, right? So therefore, I need to look good. And my food can't look like throw up. You know, some of these raw vegans, they food looks fucked up. Like, listen, if the watermelon's looking beautiful on the plane and then I'm sitting next to a fruity cutie, a potential fruity cutie, right? I want to offer her some watermelon. And if it's all fucked up like the way I usually cut it, she's not going to want any. So, yeah, just a heads up on that. You always want to have your food looking nice and presentable. If your food, it's not a big deal, but I'm just telling you what I do. Also, you always, this makes such a big difference, and this is where we're going to end the video. But I can't tell you the difference that it makes to travel cute. When you travel, when you put a little fucking effort into your appearance before you travel, you know, you wash your hair, you put on some fucking earrings, you smell nice, you use your essential oils, okay? I like orange and vanilla. All right. Maybe you want to even put on some mascara, which I don't do. For traveling, I don't do that, but maybe you want to do that. Okay, you want to wear a nice little outfit. It's got to be warm because it's freezing cold on the plane, but you don't just wear the dirtiest, nastiest sweats that you have in your house, right? You just have a nice little outfit on. You look nice, you feel nice. You see, when you look good, you feel better. When you look better, you feel better, and you actually respond to the world better and differently. And things are so much easier when you are feeling good. And it's not just about the way you look, but the reality is that people see the way you look. So when you look good, you feel good, and you present yourself to the world in a much better way. And then people help you. Because these people at the TSA, they could tell me they have this fucking false sense of power, and they could tell me, oh no, ma'am, you have to go through the scanner. Like, they literally could say that. You know, police make up their own rules all the time. So do these TSA motherfuckers. So I always look cute. I always smell good. I always have a smile on my face, not just because I'm very happy to be alive and I'm always in a good mood because I'm eating good food, but also because I know the power of your energy, and I know the power of, dare I say it, I know people don't like it when I say it, but pretty privilege. Yeah, it's a fucking thing. It's a fucking thing. And I don't want my food to go through the radiation. And if I look better, and it happens to be a guy or even a girl, okay? And I say, is there any way that you can check my bag by hand? Is there any way that you can check my bag by hand, please? Well, guess what? Some people have checked my bag by hand. Now, there has been some motherfuckers who tell me they can't do that, but that's a goddamn lie. But, you know, if I have to have my food radiated, it's fine. It is what it is. It's been radiated, you know, to come here, especially if it's from another country. But I always ask. Oh, my God. Whoa. What the fuck is that? I know what that is. That's God. That's God. Now, I'm looking for a container that is bigger. I need a big, yeah, here we go. Okay. So I have a bunch of these. They're all from the Dollar Tree. And, oh my God, they have the, from my retreat, my chef put something there. Okay. So I'm going to fill up one of these with watermelon, maybe two actually. Another last